Hello! I am VoiceOver AU, also known as Kevin Powell. I'm here because I've been a gamer all my life. I love to play games. I also love to stream games. I love to talk about the world surrounding games. I love to dig into the themes that they explore. And in the case of Fallout 2, well, it's a continuation of that wonderful atomic age futurism meets the despair and the promise of an open frontier, which I think we're really getting in Fallout 2, that feeling of there's so much out here to explore. A world slowly recovering from a nuclear holocaust. It's Cold War paranoia. It's that incredibly gonzo string of films that you have in the 80s. Stuff like Cherry 2000. Mad Max even is, kind of the archetypal brilliant example of this, of just completely gonzo off the wall characters that you run into. I love that stuff. And we're playing through at the moment Fallout 2. It's a blind playthrough, so I'm playing through for the first time. Be patient with me if I stumble. We've just reached Vault City. We're playing Erika, a descendant of the Vault Dweller. Our chosen one is decidedly amoral, and we're out for ourselves. It's shaping up to be a lot of fun so far. Now, before we get into things, and I've been really looking forward to this all week, we had a bit of a horror stream that was a horror show, literally. It's called Horror Show. The horror segment was on Thursday night this week, and we had some issues with Streamlabs OBS, but it's been behaving since, which I'm really grateful for. Before we get started, I wanted to give a giant thank you to new followers, Smart Alex, Gray the Question Point, Lopo Tulipo, and also Pixing Gamerland, aka Pixie. It's so great to have you as part of the family, and I look forward to having you around on stream or crossing paths with you wherever we may meet, whether it's in Discord communities or whatever. But thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to your company. Thank you, as always, to our hosts, auto-hosting from Slayer Lover Gaming, Even Prime TV, Everything Apocalypse, and Ironside. I cannot thank you enough for that. I really appreciate the level of confidence that you have in me and the level of trust that you give me in broadcasting me to your communities. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Ozdeck. I hope you've been having a great Friday. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. I think that's about it. Oh, there was a couple of things I wanted to talk about very briefly. Last stream of Fallout 2, we met Cassidy just outside of Vault City. And I mentioned something, and I feel terrible for saying this now, but I was kind of getting a feel for his voice acting and mentioned that it was a little bit flat along with the animation compared to the level of quality that we were accustomed to in Fallout 1. And I realized why. It's because, remember, I'm playing the extended content mod. So a wonderful gentleman by the name of Adam Dravian is actually the person who voiced Cassidy. So it's very unfair to place his work up against the A-list talent that we've been talking about, these people who've been in the industry forever. So that's kind of what's happening there. So we've got this combination of restored content that's come through with the mod, as well as original content as well. The other thing I wanted to mention, and I'll just post a link for this in chat as well. Check out the Encased Kickstarter. I ran into, during the week, a Kickstarter, I think it was via Twitter, by a company called Dark Crystal Games, as per the URL. They're putting together a game called Encased, which looks really interesting. It's actually, they've described it as the Fallout of their dreams. So it's very much inspired by Fallout. It's set in the 70s in a very distinctive, it's not a post-nuclear apocalypse. There's basically something happening with sort of a forerunner race in there as well. And they create this dome, and you go in the dome, and then everything kind of goes to sleep for 5 years. And I think it kind of changes the world. I've had a skim through the story, and it looks good. The art looks gorgeous. Highly recommend you check it out if you're a fan of Fallout. It's due to release next year, but I think it might be something that floats a few people's boats here. All right, I think that's about it. So, because it's a Friday stream, as always, the question is, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? What is the highlight of your week? Please let me know. I would love to hear. And I'm going to pop this out of studio mode, just so we're looking at that. Yeah, let's go to that. Let's go to that. I'm going to switch over to a slightly different view tonight because we haven't had any issues with our camera in a long time, so we don't really have to worry about that. But I've been missing a few follows as they happen, so I wanted to switch over to using the chatbot's event view because there's been a few events that I've been missing. And I'll just double check that I don't get that in Streamlabs, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, hang on, if I switch this to dashboard, I think that gives me what I want. Bear with me while Streamlabs kind of does its thing. Ah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That gives me a chat view. I like Streamlabs OBS more because it hides from me how many people are around. I don't like to think about that. All right, let's get into it. So, Ozdeck, how's your week been? What's been happening? And thank you so much again for joining us. So we're going to find a way in the city. Of course, I say that we haven't had an issue with anything, and I just want to double check that our sound is going okay, just before we get fully into things. Actually, I've got you in chat, Ozdeck. Let me know if there are any issues with the sound coming through that aren't to do with me switching out. The levels should be fine. We haven't had an issue in ages. Ah, nice! Days off. That's fantastic. What were you playing? I'd like to get inside the city. What other ways? For 200 bucks, I can make you a fully fledged citizen. You'll have free passage through the gate, no hassles. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for that. I want to play hardball. I want to play hardball. What if I told somebody that you were peddling citizenship papers? I like that. Alright, what does it take to become a real citizen? You have to take a test. What is the test? Measures their intelligence and perception. Well, intelligence and perception are our thing. So what makes it so hard? I see. Just an excuse to keep outsiders from becoming citizens. $200. Alright. Alright, let's go have a chat with Wallace. Ah, nice. Yeah, you've mentioned Shadows Over Brimstone before. It sounds fantastic. Yes, I am. Take this day pass and speak with our first citizen. Oh, alright. Okay. Well, we're in the city now. That was easier than I expected it to be. What's in here? I love that it mentions that Wallace is wearing a sharply pressed vault suit. So how'd the mission go? Did you win? Did you triumph against evil? Alright. Yeah, what for? Oh, feel free to search me. That sucks, because we haven't run into anyone who's got the cash to really sell them. Oh, let's go back to... Let's go back to the shanty town. Maybe someone in here. There's a greetings office. That wasn't really all that useful. I actually thought about you earlier this week, Ozdeck, because I have started playing a game on the Switch. Because God knows I need another game on the Switch. But I started playing a game on the Switch which feels very much like it could be very easily a board game, and probably started out that way, called Into the Breach. It's like a turn-based tactical.
Well now, if it ain't the mysterious stranger, what can I do for you today?
Do you have much cash on you? You got 72. Because I kind of... I don't want to lose the drugs. I want to sell the drugs. Ah, 4 uses of jet. This is cruelty. Having to sell all of them. I like my drugs. Oh, hey, Bonitos. Thank you for joining us. So the problems were on your side then? Just to be clear? I'm assuming I'm okay because I'm talking to Ozdick at the moment, but whenever people start talking about there being problems... Yeah, that's right, Ozdick. It was made by the same people who put together FTL. It feels very much like it could be a board game. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if for somewhere down the track, if it stays successful, if it doesn't get converted into one. Because it's got really simple mechanics, but it's a lot of fun. Gotta sell all my drugs. Drugs. I think that's everything. I think that's everything illicit. I'm going clean, Bonitos. I'm going clean. I've had enough of this life of crime. Oh, okay. Silent sound blocker. Oh, what is that? What is silent sound blocker? I feel like it should block sounds and be silent. Oh, that's not fair. He's got... Oh, I suppose he's not in the city, is he? Alright. I'll take some... Whoa, I won't take some shotgun shells. Oh, bugger. Alright. 1, 2, 110. Man. Because the thing is here, like, this basically is my economy at the moment. I don't want to give it up. Alright, that'll do. Oh, no, that's a really good idea. That sounds... No, your offer's not good enough. Oh, yeah, of course it isn't, because I'm $2 short. That sounds like a really great... it sounds like a really great plugin. Because autoplay on ads has just gotten so intrusive. Nothing, thanks. Alright, let's go see if we can trade with the doc. I hate it how sometimes you leave... This person will not barter with you. Won't haggle. Feel bad quoting Monty Python after being exposed to Happy Murrays. I just have, after being exposed to a lot of people who use that as a bit overexposed to it. It's a shorter way of saying it. Happy Murray. Hey, Happy Murray. What are you looking to trade? What do you have in stock? Where have you been all my life? You're the guy I'm looking for. Oh, you are the guy I'm looking for. Alright, have some drugs. Murray, have all the drugs. You're about to be a whole lot happier. What else can I give you that I'm not really using? There's a pistol here. Yeah, Monty Python's good. But, yeah, people who use quoting Monty Python as a substitute for a sense of humour, it's less good. I don't need 2 pairs of rubber boots. Let's get rid of 1 pair of rubber boots. Beer is not going to be allowed in because it's alcohol. I feel like I'm going into a festival. So I'm terribly sorry, sir. No alcohol, no drugs are permitted in the festival. Now, meat jerky doesn't really do anything for me either. Last time I tried to eat it, so I wonder if I should just sell it. Rad scorpion limbs. Wow. He has no fucks to give about red scorpion limbs. Will not give me a thing for them. Nuka-Cola? Get rid of that. Alright, 126 is not bad. I can live with that. Because it is a Friday stream, the question is, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? Let me know. I'd love to hear how your week has been. Doesn't have to mean that it's been a consistently good week across the board. Mine's been patchy, so I feel you if you've been the same. But you know, just something in there. Something that stuck out as a good thing. I really need armor. I feel naked every time I just look at myself with that vault suit. And we've seen what happens when I get into serious combat too. I'm made of holes. So I'm spending so much money at the moment just on healing to stay alive. Nice! Yay, I'm clean. What'd you get? What did you get on this deck? There's nothing better than getting Christmas from, like, past yourself. Oh, there's a tap house in here. This really is a festival. Vault City is a giant music festival.
Yeah, come on in. We got beer. You can buy beer in here. You just can't bring it in.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's synthetic. Do you have any real alcohol? Not really. I was looking for information instead. Okay, who's in charge of Vault City? First rule of thumb, go to a bar and talk to people. It's a role-playing game. That's what we need to do. First citizen, Lynette. Alright. I'm going to ask you something else. Where is the vault? It's the big hole in the mountain to the east of here? Okay. Can't get inside unless you're a citizen? I want to know something else. Alright. What can you tell me about slavery in Vault City? Remember, folks, it's a game of its time. It's, what, nearly 20 years old. I will not make judgment face. Oh, wow. That reminds me of, there's a great quote in the Thor Ragnarok. Don't call them slaves, call them prisoners with jobs. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing, but you know, that's the gist of it. They're servants, alright? Tiny epic zombies sounds cool. Tell us more. Does Vault City have much contact with the outside world? There's merchants traveling the Big Circle Caravan Trail. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's Broken Hills, New Reno, and Reading. Is New Reno in... Is that... No, it's New... Of course, Fallout New Vegas happens in New Vegas. Yeah. It is Gecko. Okay, tell me about Broken Hills. It's a mining community. It's located to the far south. Uranium shipments. Okay. Alright. Tell me about Broken Hills. Tell me about Reading. It's a mining town far to the west. Excuse me. Alright, so something's happening over there. Tell me about Gecko. A town of ghouls, less than a day's travel to the northeast. They prey on travelers. That sounds like a defensive rumor. Yeah, exactly. US prison system. Oh man, that's dark. Dark. The prison industrial complex. I wanted to know something else. Alright. Alright, that's it. That was useful. Got some useful information. Lydia. See this. Alright. So we could either go Come on, buddy. I love that we've got Vic with us now. Vic is cool. Vic is the bestest. We could either go straight to Lynette, or we could sort of get a feeling for how the place is going. I'm inclined to poke around a bit first. Oh, okay. Sounds interesting. Yep. Pocket. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Amenities. You see stuff. Oh, I can chat with you. Good. What is this place? Can I see what you have in stock? I have a tool. You have nothing I need. Dumb as small meeples. Ah! Hello, Cold Dish 44. That is the fog of war over there that is making them dark. Or it might just be that they're the mean streets of the city. General store. Yep. Alright. Cool. Wow. I can be super salty for no clear reason at all. I'll shop where I want to. Got it? I'm gonna shop wherever. It was funny. That was, if you've ever played Mass Effect, playing Mass Effect has a similar challenge if you try and go pure Renegade. Yeah. Like, I will, do me. Thank you very much. But yeah, when you do Renegade in Mass Effect, a lot of the time, it just feels super good, because you're just like, I can solve this problem quickly by shooting people in the knees. Kneecaps go, problems go. And sometimes the lines that like Shepard's doing is just being a dick. Like he's just saying, he or she is just saying them, depending on who you go with, because Mark Meir does a solid job, you know. Jennifer Hale is amazing, obviously. But yeah, depending on who you go with. There's a few lines where you're just like, that feels a bit like a petulant kid. Alright, what is this place? Distribution. Hello, distribution of pharmaceutical supplies. Really? Alright, Radix and Runaway. Stimpaks. Nothing. Fantastic there. Alright, let's skip on shops for the moment because we only have... thanks. Again, I'll shop where I want to, thank you. 7 allocation center. Correction center. That's where they edit documents, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. You're equipped for a hair flip. I'm not. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Cold Dish. Tell me how your week has been. Question for tonight is, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? Information Center. Let's go there. Don't go into the correction center, Vic. I don't have to bail you out. Congratulations to Benito's for reaching Initiate. Your service has been rewarded. What is this place? Do you have any books or manuals? The extras are being shipped to the amenities office, alright? Where are the... third level of the vault? It's not one of them. Why is everything being... yeah, why is everything being transcribed? Obsolete. See, look, that's not true, whoever you are. Librarians will never go out of style. Free access to information does not make a librarian obsolete. Clearly, though, Vault City is doing cost-cutting measures. Do you get a robe and a dagger? Yes, they're in the mail. They're in the mail as we speak. Welcome, initiate. Title list over on cell list on information center. Are you sure? Because it feels like in a post-nuclear apocalypse setting, EMPs would be something you'd want to be thinking about. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that all the books were transcribed. Yeah. Certain solidity. You know what? That actually... I agree. I haven't shipped all the books out to the amenities office. Oh, thank you. Love to have them. Alright. Yay. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, clearly celebrating your escalation to rank of initiate there, Benitos. That's my favorite level in technical, right? Alright, yeah, we're going to get those points up. Other questions? Do you know where I can find a GECK? Ah, clearly my intelligence. No, is this my science that's failing me here? Alright. External computer down the vault. How can I get down into the vault? Need to be a citizen. Citizen test. Talk to the first citizen. Alright. But I am a citizen? I don't think I'm going to be able to bluff, because bluffing a librarian's not going to get me in there. Do you know where I can find the vault? Entrance is just down the street. Right, thanks for the directions. Community chest. Please explain. Did I say something there? But yeah, on a to try and make a meal of that conversation while I'm walking through the town. I bought a Kindle a while back, and I love the Kindle. I love the form factor on it. But I've started reading fiction again because I'm reading through the Expanse series with my partner. So it makes sense to buy those in book form. And I'm finding that there's something ineffable about reading from a book that a Kindle just doesn't replace. And I'm starting to consider like buying more of my stuff. Unless I need to read it like right away, just buying more of it in paper form. I see. It took me a while. Yeah, the pages. Oh no, that was a separate. You're talking about that. Yeah. Dean's Electronics. And Big Book of Science. Ah, sweet. We're going to science it up. Boop, 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 boop. You learn a lot about repairing broken electronics. What's my repair at now? $22. That's not bad. That's like 6 points. 6 points for nothing. I just had to be nice to a librarian. You learn new information about science. Do you realize what this could mean to the field of science? Actual breakthroughs in the field of science. Yeah, I imagine, Benitos, you're a big advocate of paper versus electronic forms. Would that be fair? Hey, Damien Wise, thanks for joining us. I'm so confused. What are you doing, Benitos? Amish terrariums. I don't understand. You're clearly I'm missing a very clever reference that you're making. Amish terrariums. I don't. Community chest, citizen chest. Please explain. Have you just started like gluing random words together? I don't understand. But yeah, I hear you, Damien Wise. Like sometimes... yes. Okay. Fair enough. I'm with you now. Yeah, I'm with you, Damien Wise. Like sometimes you just kind of want Matrix style. You just want information like jacked in the side of your head. And that's where ebooks are great. But sometimes you want sort of a more tangible experience. Yes, yes indeed. Clearly the other references, like I haven't seen the film enough to... I haven't seen the film enough to recognize your other clever references. Oh, I would have thought the... Can I chat with you? Where's the... I would have thought the first citizen would be in here. Are you? Are you first citizen? No. Is this room not grandiose enough? Ah, woman, I will put a bullet in the back of your head so fast. Wow, someone's in here being all Becky Catty already. Seems like they're just giving out day passes to anyone. Oh, okay. I just always assume that people are being clever and I'm missing it. Especially when I'm on stream. Wow, this feels like Shindig. It feels like the opening moments of Shindig where everyone's just catty and it's like, you know what we had yesterday? Standards. I will put a hole in you people so fast. Just so fast. Alright, let's book the free inside of the way. Yes! Yeah, absolutely, Damien Wise. Like that experience. Damien. It's a terrible habit, but I just refer to people by the full handle. Yeah, completely. I think you'll tell me what I want to know first. Wow. Now, move along. Let's see if we can get kicked out. Let's see if we can buy it. Let's buy a drink first. Ah. I was looking for some information. That's the second time. It's the second time I've tried to use the Blarney Stone on someone and intimidate them, and it has not worked. And someone has just said, I think you need to leave, man. Mineral, please. No, doesn't. Alright. Yes, it is Blarney. It's a shame. I don't know if it's my level. Because what's my charisma at? Charisma's 6. That's why I forgot about that. It was a dumb stat, folks. I'm smart, but I can't. Yeah, I need to stop doing that then. I need to stop trying to just lean on people. It's not going to work. Let's go into the vote. I think, I have a feeling, because I would have thought that the first, I would have thought our council member, the first citizen, would have been in there, but obviously it's not presumptuous enough, precocious enough. We're going underground. It's only forever. It's not long at all. Magical reappearing, disappearing Vic. Congratulations to Damien Wise for reaching the rank of knight. Your service has been rewarded. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so obviously she's somewhere around here because I was told to go straight to her. Go see her straight away. Need something? Yeah, what is this place? Stock. Books. How-to manuals. Sounds great. What have you got in stock? Okay. How can I become a citizen? Pre-consul Gregory gives it. Alright. Alright, yeah, where is she? She's in the council building. I thought... Oh. So she is in there. I just missed her. Good old Sir Didymus. I will find something to do, or something for you folks to amuse yourself with those points as well. At the moment, they're just accruing and going through ranks. There's a bunch of things that I can potentially enable, which would be fun, especially for slow spots in the stream. Being able to do stuff like play games. Ba-da-ba-da. Diddly-dee. See, I didn't want to go... so she is in here. I didn't want to go opening random rooms because... Well, Vic's apparently happy to do that. Because there have been a few places where I've done that, where I've just been shot. Which I'm not a fan of. Oh, there we go. I missed her. I went through this room and missed her.
You're wearing a vault suit. I never imagined I would meet an inhabitant of another vault. This Vault 13, where is it located?
Yeah. You're an initiate at the moment, Benito. Squire, don't get all jumpy on yourself. Don't get presumptuous. Yeah, and see, this is what I was what I kind of was trying to find a way to come out politely before, and I think there's a way to frame it that's respectful. In real elevated professional performance with voiceover, listen to like what Lynette is saying here. Not only is she conveying the information of the line, but effortlessly, you can hear the attitude that character has about different things. And depending on how this conversation goes, we're going to hear that shift as well, I believe, because I think there's a few different lines of dialogue with Lynette. And it's just, that's why it's always such a joy listening to like high caliber voiceover performance. They're in the mail. Your dagger and robe are in the mail. All right. So this is Vault 13. Hang on. This Vault 13. Okay, so this isn't Vault 13. Alright, I don't know. I'm trying to find the vault my ancestor came from. Can you help me?
Oh, now I understand. But what proof do you have that your ancestor was from a vault?
Yeah, and see there how she shifts from... You can hear her processing the information. Like she's like, oh, now I understand. And then goes into like a shift in gears to distrustful. Like in one line, those shades of emotion coming through. It's so good. It reminds me of, and it's exquisite. Challenge for those of you who are watching. If you want to go hunt it down, you're more than welcome to. I think it's Lessons from the Screenplay. Breaks down how, in one particular scene, how Anthony Hopkins approaches dialogue. And I swear, like, I must watch that video like once a week at the least. And when I sit down and watch it, I tend to watch it multiple times. Just seeing the pivots that he has on an individual line. Yeah, exactly. You can feel, it feels alive because you feel like there's an agenda behind the character. There's an intent. All right. What proof do I have? I've got a vault jumpsuit.
Very well. Let me see. These are authentic. Unbelievable. You are a survivor from another vault. Welcome to our city. You must have suffered much in the outside world.
So good. See, she goes from like surprise and like discovery, like she's like, wow, I'd never expected this, to compassion and reevaluating who you are. Like, it's good. It's so good. I'll have to check. I'll check post stream like who plays her in this game. I was actually surprised a little bit because with the content in this game, like it's about twice as large, but the cast in terms of its voice cast is smaller. I imagine that might be production schedule, like how long they had to get the game out. At a guess, who knows though. It was just interesting to note, like that more content, but overall smaller voice cast. Hello, Seiji. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome to the family. just geeking on voice acting here while we're talking to the first citizen. All right, so let's see. I need to find the vault my people came from. I don't feel like we want to play all of our cards with Lynette. I don't think that's a smart idea. So let's leave a few under the table.
Perhaps some mention of your vault is in our computer archives.
All right. Yeah, let's butter her up.
We could check the vault computers. They would probably have the information you seek. But only citizens are allowed to access the archives.
Okay, so is there somewhere I could become...
You may speak with Proconsul Gregory. He has authority to administer the citizenship test. He can be found in the meeting room down the corridor.
All right. See, Eric, we're going for an amoral character, but I feel like it's a smart choice to butter up the right people. Doesn't have to be genuine, you don't have to mean it, but if it gets you what you want.
Or, there is another way to become a citizen.
Yes, Damien Wise, that is. You're absolutely right. It's Anthony Hopkins in Westworld, and it's a scene with I can't remember the name of the actress he's playing. Female actor that he's playing opposite, but they're sitting outside having lunch. So that may well be it. And yeah, she's a great actor. The casting that they have in Fallout 2 is just wonderful. Yeah, and it's like the first time I ran into that video, it made me realize one of the things I need to do myself with my own work is just go back to, like, he studies the text exhaustively. And you don't always have the option of doing that with voice acting, to be fair, but it's a tool that's available that I'm probably neglecting, just getting to that familiarity almost to the point of contempt with a script, especially for longer projects. I think it's a useful tool so that it just comes effortlessly and you can kind of duck and weave through the individual points of it.
Rather than taking the test, you could prove your commitment to the vaults in a more substantial way. As an outsider, you are in a unique position to resolve a difficult situation for us.
All right, what kind of situation? I think we're going to cap someone. I think she's...
There's a town, if you could call it that, to the northeast of our city. It is filled with creatures that are polluting the groundwater with dangerous radiation.
Okay, how are they poisoning the groundwater?
Those things are operating a damaged atomic power plant. You see, they are immune to radiation. They don't care that they are slowly killing us with their poisons.
Yep, we're the kind of person who will quite happily take a Black Ops job. Actually, let's go see if we can become a citizen first. Let's not agree to that straight away. Like, I get the feeling we're going to fail because it's like constructed to fail, but yeah. So welcome to the family, Sage. You tell me, how has your week been? What is the highlight of your week? That is our Friday night question, as always. We are trying to become a citizen at the same time as geeking on solid acting, because solid acting is just a joy to watch. It's like anyone who is at the height of their field. It's like watching a good boxer when you can see basically just there's no effort behind what they're doing because the effort's gone into the training. It feels effortless. I'm sure there's a lot of work involved in it, but there's a musicality to it and a joy to it. It's just like in those moments. You can feel someone's soul just singing. They're doing the thing they were meant to do. So good. Who are you? Senior Councillor McClure. You may have seen me in such council meetings as... Alright, I am Erika. Pleased to meet you. Looking for a garden medium creation kit. GECK. We only had one. Supposed to have two. Supposed to. Alright, so Vault 13 got the extra one. What was in the shipment that was meant for Vault 13? Water chips. Nice. Nice, because we had to get the water chip for Vault 13 in Fallout 1. Cool. Alright. So what happened to the... Yeah. Alright, can I ask you another question? What can you tell me about the first citizen? She is a pillar of our society. Yeah, what do you mean by trying times? Oh! Oh! So good! I didn't get a chance to go back to this, but when we were finishing off Fallout 1, like I laughed out loud to the point where I fell off my seat because there was something that happened in the end of Fallout 1 that didn't make sense the first time I played through it, but it made sense to me the last time we finished, and that's that it's Tandy and her father, like completely unassuming, lovely little Tandy, and her father Aradesh, that form the NCR, the New California Republic, which become a major aggressor in, well, here, it seems like. And I think in Fallout 3, the NCR are a factor as well. If not there, then New Vegas. I'm not having played through them. I'm not entirely sure there. My weak sideline is a cool dream about time travel and cults. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. And a bunker, but it was like an apartment. Ah, very cool. That reminds me too, Benito's. I was reading some stuff on managing like sleep cycles in shift work recently that I think is kind of relevant to you. I'll just finish this conversation first. It was interesting. It reminded me of you. Tell us that we would join and be able to defend us from the raider attacks. I get the feeling the NCR is sponsoring raider attacks. I'm just gonna make a swing out there, straight off the bat. Where is Gecko? It is just northeast of here, but purchase some anti-rads first, because they're contaminating our water. The town itself is radiated. All right, fair enough. We've got some jobs. We have some jobs to do, fam. We've got things that need to get done. Yeah, it reminded me of you because, now we're going to find the Pro Console. Pro Console's supposed to be in here. It was down the hall. Just go down the hall. Just bear with me for a sec while I try and find our Pro Console. Hang on, is that him standing there? No, that's a guard. I'm just going to save the game in case I go to open a door and get shot for it. See a strong man in working clothes. Just do it. Here I am. Kill me. Yeah, the thing that, oh, here we go. Who are you? Alright, what are you doing here? I am the assistant, in all caps, to the first citizen. Alright, citizenship test. What is the test exactly? Alright. A thorough physical examination. Alright, yeah, let's take the test. Sure. Don't have the intelligence needed. Yeah. You and your horse, buddy. I've got an intelligence of 8. Yeah, so the thing that I read, it was actually as part of doing an e-learning gig. They were talking about, it was talking about sleep cycles, and apparently when you deprive your body of sleep, it actually compensates by stacking the sleep that you do get with your REM sleep, so dream sleep. If I've got basically the right kind of sleep there, if it's REM, or I can't remember if that's REM or like NREM. But yeah, it basically stacks you with like your dream sleep, so you end up having a lot more sort of vivid, rich dreams. It kind of reminded me of you, because I know sometimes, I don't know how you're going nowadays with the study, but sometimes you struggle to RAM sleep, huh? Alright, let's see if we can get back in then. Hopefully we're going to be able to get back in. Oh, hang on, let's see if we can... Will it let me rest? I'm guessing it's not going to let me rest until... No. That would be easy. RAM sleep. ROM sleep. Well, you seem to have a lot of very rich, vivid dreams, and I wonder if it kind of in part goes with the irregular sleep cycle. I mean, I'm sure it's more than that as well, but, you know, might be a factor. I don't know. It's neither here nor there. It's not like it's not a bad or a good thing. That's it. That's about everything I had. Thus ends the anecdote. Yeah, so tell us more about, if you're open to it, tell us more about the dream if you remember it. Time travel and cults sounds interesting. I guess that's why you were hankering for your robe and dagger as well. Gotcha. So it is still fairly irregular at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can get... Let's leave here and see if we can get a day pass, because we've got to go... But we've got to agree to go mess things up for... Well, actually, let's have a look at our quest list. What are the things that we need to do? Yeah, well, that's Arroyo. So, the big quest. The Den, collect money from Fred, wherever the hell Fred was. Kill the rat god, Klamath. Oh yeah, Joshua. Solve the gecko power plant problem. I think we might be headed to Gecko. Let's see if we can get some Radex. Oh, we're gonna wait till morning first, I guess. We're gonna have to tell Vic to wait here, otherwise he's gonna die of like radiation poisoning. Rest for 2 hours. Can you rest for 2 hours? 4 prongs folded in towards each other made a portal which is sort of black. Oh, well, of course it was black-blue. I mean, what other colour would a portal be? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so my day pass is permanent then. Alright, I guess we're going to agree to go cause a ruckus. So I can become a citizen. See, this is where I miss having like that super high intelligence. Can't have everything. But yeah, character in the previous game. In Fallout 1, the Vault Dweller. Vault Dweller could have solved that problem. Could have aced the test. Well, they probably not. They probably just would have said as well.
Yes?
Alright.
What is it?
I reconsider your offer.
You have. So you will stop Gecko from contaminating our water? By any means necessary?
By any means necessary.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yes I will.
Yep.
Very well then. Report back to me when the job is finished.
Alright. Oh, sorry. Sorry, first citizen. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but... See ya! Then we changed which things afford a cult. There were planes and bunks of things. Fought a cult. Do you remember what the cult's agenda was? Or you just remember that there was a cult? Alright, let's see what we can do about... let's see if there's anything we can do about the husband. I'm guessing not. Who are you? Citizen Sergeant Stark. Outsider, what do you want? What do you do here? Alright. Have you heard of a servant called Joshua? Yeah. So, getting broken in. Alright, I'll head over there now. Things we can't do at this point in time. Get violent. Note to self, there are machine gun turrets, automated ones, on the front door of this place. Yeah, thank you so much for popping in, Ozdeck. Very much appreciated. Have a great weekend. I hope it's filled with lots of gaming. What is this building? Looking for a particular servant. Okay, let's see if we can be smart here about this. Intelligence is going to come into play hopefully and save us when charisma is not. Yeah, contagious disease. You're aware of Erika's syndrome. Doesn't show up for most medical scans. Symptoms can lie dormant for weeks. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes! Yes! We were smart. Our smartness has worked for us. It is done. Joshua is no longer a servant of Vault City. Yay! Sounds good. We did a thing. We did a thing, folks. We're not going to get anything for it, but still, we did a thing. We need to go to the amenities office and get some pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals. Hey there. Barter. Wrong place. Kevin's gone to the wrong place. Wanted to take over the world. Ah, interesting. Excuse me. Environmental storytelling. Go back to the same location, but it's different. Corrupted in some ways. Alright, can I see what you put in stock? Memory of a goldfish. I think it's the other amenities office that had drugs. Thank you for your feedback. Can I see what you have in stock? Can I? Here we go. Remember, folks. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I cannot afford that. Come on. I think you're being a little silly there, folks. Alright. Alright. Just gonna save the game in case I die. Because I'm about to do something, folks. We are about to get a 5-finger discount. With that whopping 30% steel we have. No? Alright, how does this work? Now we're going to play with our systems and figure out, can I steal from you? Is that how it works? I'll steal that. Sweet! It's not quite what I want though. See a shelf. Let's steal from there. No? Then I went to get help with those goth medieval cult girls. Green goo and doom. Yeah, that sounds pretty much like the Fallout experience. Ah, bugger. Bugger. So I can't steal... Yeah, I can't steal what I really want from there, which is the Rad X. Which is a pain. I kind of wonder if... It is rad. It is the raddest of things. We clearly need more jobs. More jobs. Or stealing. You know, either of those. Let's go back to Happy Harry's for a sec. What have you got going on there? Gave you all my drugs. Yeah, you're not gonna have Radix. I'd be super surprised if you did. $6.52. That's getting close to affordable now. I wonder what happens if I sell this, because it's nice having... Oh, done. Done and done. Look, that's a nice pistol, but I'll take the armor any day. Yay! Got armor, folks. Armor and more things. What more things do we want? I guess caps are always good. Yeah, like I know that's the I know it's the better gun out of the two. But I'll happily trade it in because I've got more ammo with the other gun. Let's see, what is it? It doesn't tell me how much it does. That's right. Remember, I've got to do that. Boop. Keep the ammo just in case. What do you got there? Armor piercing? Hollow points I already have, but I don't have any armor piercing. I think that would be a good thing to have. It's exciting. Yep. Have fun. Whatever you're doing. It's exciting trade time. I want the caps, but that ammo is not bad. Oh, that's probably about as close as I'm going to get, to be fair. I'll just take the booze back to make up the difference. Alright, let's pop 4 of those back. I know trading is not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but it's an RPG, so it's a big part of it. I was saying earlier too, that I found a Kickstarter that fans of Fallout might be interested in by Dark Crystal Games called Encased, which looks really good. Yes! Now we're a road warrior. Going down the highway! Yeah! Alright, Vic. Let's go mess stuff up. Alright, so... Now, where was... You see, just a prisoner. Let's go have a chat to the woman in the shanty town. Moving it down the highway. Alright, you do it. Yep, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, sure. What do you... You gain 5 karma. Was that my reward? I didn't suddenly have a disassociation there. There's a note in the music that sounds a lot like a, it sounds uncannily like a mobile phone ringing. So I looked around for a moment for my mobile phone. So now the trick becomes what to do next. I think we're going to go check out another one of those towns. Because here's the thing, we don't want to head to GECK without Rad-X. Because radiation in this game is brutal, like the number of times that I just melted in Fallout 1 because I did not have Rad-X with me. Even Radaway is like thin protection. We want to continue building out our stash. And getting armor in here was a big step forward. Stealing, I think, is going to open up some interesting options here. I think we're going to do more of that. We're going to get out there and do more steals. Mad steals. So we should have on our map now, and we do indeed have those new cities. Broken Hills, New Reno, Reading. I think Reading was to the north from memory? No. Let's go check out that city we went past, which is still listed as unknown. Yeah, let's go have a look at that. Who is it who sings that song, by the way? It's popped into my head before and I can't get it out. Moving it down the highway. Is it BJ? Bee Gees or the BJs? That's no, that is not a band, Kevin. Ow! You were hit for 31 points. I think we can solidly say F that. Good lord. Vic was hit for 18 points. No, don't. Vic was killed. Wow. That's Alright, bear with me for a quick sec. We're gonna marker that. Where is my dashboard? View dashboard. Settings. No, it's not in there. Where is it? There's a weird manage stream button. There we go. Add a stream marker. Yeah, everything was going super bad for our hero. That was... Man. You encounter some wild Brahmin. We lost Vic. We lost Vic, and more importantly, we lost the gun that Vic had as well. I mean, we lost Vic. But, you know, seriously. And yeah, you're right, Damien Wise. I think both... Oh, hang on, the doctor dropped a hint about people getting poisoned by radiation. Oh, did he? I missed that. Like I caught it from the politicos, but I missed it from the doctor. Some of these random encounters, the interface gets a bit buggy too, which is a bit weird. Alright, we're gonna go down here. Like, I didn't know I could interact then.
Tentacles.
You have the best emotes, Bonitos. That is awesome. Everything was going very bad. Vic was awesome. But we just got chewed up by those slavers. Man. What a pointless death. I feel this bodes ill for the place I'm going to. Especially given... Well, I mean, if it's between... So let's think about this for a sec. If we went from Klamath to... Which still sounds like a Star Wars character. If we went from Klamath to Vault City, like, we're following the path the game's pushing us along. So... I don't know. It seems like it shouldn't be... Creepers! Alright, let's save. Is this Junktown? Wow, that music's nice. See, this is something that I'm really enjoying. The prospect of running into parts of the previous game. Although that's just this reuse. It's reusing the same asset there, so it's probably not Junktown. Because Junktown was where we had good old Killian. Yeah, General Store was a different shape. Who was voiced by Richard Dean Anderson. You see an average person of average height, of average complexion, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Due to the drought, okay. Welcome to Modoc. My name's Joe and I run the sea trading post. We don't have much. Just enough to produce goods to trade. What's the big white building in the middle of town? Rose's bed and breakfast? Can you tell me about the slaughterhouse? Grisham and his son Davin. Very role-playing game kind of names, although John Grisham is an author. Oh, not Junkertown, but Junktown, which was a town in Fallout 1. That's I think that's meant to be like an Adobe brick building. So Junkertown's an Overwatch thing, isn't it? That was their Australian that was their Junkrat map. Where's the tannery? Saoshi. Tell me about the trading post. Alright. Alright, that seems like it's about it. I am looking for the Holy GECK. Our only business. Remember, folks, no intimidation because it doesn't work. Not because it's bad, because it doesn't work. Oh, I thought I chose the polite line. Evidently not. It is in Fallout. It is everywhere in Fallout. You see a trader. You hear us, not ominous at all, jangle of wind chimes. Dead Brahmin, slaughterhouse. Ah, it's creepy. I'm glad I'm not streaming horror games tonight because we've got a God bless them. There's a group of people next door who are watching the AFL. For those of you who are on the stream who are not from Australia, AFL is our big football league, especially in the southern states. I live in Victoria, so AFL's super big. And there's a qualifying game for the grand final at the moment. And a very unpopular team, which is Collingwood, are apparently slaughtering Richmond. And so there's a lot of shouting next door. But, you know, it's awesome. Having a fun time. But I'm glad I'm not streaming horror, because focusing so much on the game, occasionally you hear like a "Wah!" from somewhere that's outside of the game, and you might just mess your trousers. Alright, so there's no one in the slaughterhouse. Can we help MODOK? Can we fix this town? Is there something we can do? Is there something we can get from them? Can we make a quick buck out of them? You see a heavyset man wearing a leather apron, alright? Balthus. That is a very role-playing game name. Can I help you? You seem a bit preoccupied. Is there something wrong? Got a missing son. Okay. Keep an eye out. Have some questions for you. GECK. Alright. Have some questions for you. I'd like to see your wares. Oh, I'm not going to be able to afford anything. Yeah. It's all going to be a bit rich for my blood. Although, I could turn in... Am I carrying much in the way of stuff that I don't need anymore? I might as well turn in that ammo as well. Man. Poor Vic. Shot down by slavers. I don't want to mess with anyone who's got a submachine gun at the moment. I just don't. Alright. There we go. Just looking next. Alright. So we got something we can do. We can go find a lost boy. See Balthus's wife? Sure. Okay. Alright, let's go have a look at the rest of town. Wind chimes, like tinkling on a piano and children's laughter, is one of those things that horror films have just taught us to fear, I think. Do not like. Having a 4-year-old kid, I've found that so much of horror film tropes makes a lot more sense once you have a kid. Oh, okay. I didn't steal the watch, so stop. Okay, Farrell, you seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder there. Watch, what are you talking about? I will check that out post-stream. If I tab out at the moment, I'm going to kill the atmosphere by losing the music. It's the unfortunate thing about the Fallout games. That is definitely one advantage of streaming PS4 games. When Streamlabs behaves. Alright, tell me about MODOK. Alright. Yeah, what do you do around here? Because something big has moved in. I can't seem to get rid of it. Without food from my garden, I surely starve. Something big has moved into the garden. Alright. Yeah, I can help you for a price. Oh, I don't want to do the charity thing, but I want to get XP. Kind of stuck here. Alright. I want to do I want to do like the hard line, but there's a benefit in getting XP. No, it's all good. It's all good. Alright, I'd be glad to help you anyway. Let's work out a little bit of the aggression on Vic dying, man. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, we could probably do this without, we could probably just do this with melee. Melee? Yeah, the XP is life. Kind of tempted to go back to Klamath and find that rat god as well. But that'll mean going through just like a lot of territory to find it. Come on over, piggy. Do I need to move closer? Yeah, one closer. Might as well target it. 50%? No, we decided those criticals weren't worth it. By we, I mean me. You missed. You missed, sucker. Only once. They make such cute noises when you hit them. I almost feel bad. Almost. Go, armor. There it is. One piggy down. Taking down the piggies. This, you know, this is the part of Mad Max that just got cut for time. But is nonetheless fascinating. Yeah, it's Mel Gibson just killing like 15 rats. Just like one after the other, after the other. Poisoned? The F? Oh, I'll suck that up. Oh yeah, that reminds me too, yeah, last Fallout stream, Valavian mentioned the fact that it's possible to get Wasteland 2 Director's Cut on Switch. And I had a look, and it's tempting. Man. Those rats are not messing around. Yeah, I had a look. I cannot hit that thing for life, Norma. Alright, folks. It's time to get serious with these rats. Yeah, I had a look at Wasteland 2, and it's very tempting for being able to take it with you anywhere, but the thing that the compromise that has been made to get the game on the Switch, which is still an incredible achievement, is that the graphical quality for assets is a little bit lower. Well, not a little bit lower, like it's noticeably lower, whereas on the PC, it's a really pretty game. So I probably won't end up picking it up on Switch. If I ever end up playing through it, I'll play it on PC. Because to be honest, if I was going to play it, I'll play it here with you lovely people streaming. Rats are serious business, Bonitos. This rat did not come to play. I hit that rat for 9 points. I think this rat is the mastermind of the whole garden squad. God damn. There we go. It's the Rat King. Ha! Now it's not anything. Now it's little bits of rat. Man. It has elected the way of pain. See, even this little piggy. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's still not. I feel like the RN radiated. Oh, this is going to a dark place. Man. RNG does not love me anymore. Oh, damn. It is not worth continuing that. Because how much have I got in the way of ammo? I've still got 42 shots. I'm going to chew through most of that clearing his field for no reward. Nope. Nope, nope, no, nope. Yeah. Pictures of Rat Kings are... Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens if I rest. I'm just going to rest for a day. Rest until morning. Because I get the ugly feeling now, that radiation. Okay. No, still poisoned and still radiated. Alright. Let's pop this in a separate save slot. Of course, the downside of trying to be cute with save names is that I'll never remember what that's for. But hot damn, just trying to clear out that guy's garden is tough. Alright. You must hear things working here. Alright. Yeah, Wasteland Omelette, I think. Let's try those theories. Oh, I got rid of one of them. Got rid of poisoned. No thanks, just one order. Can I ask you a few questions? Have you ever heard of a GECK? Can I ask you a few more questions? Alright. Actually, now that I've got armor, you know what I might do? I think, because this town's feeling tough. Like, if I can't clear out the garden with a bunch of pig rats and rats without getting chowed on, I reckon we might head back to Klamath and let's take on some of those geckos. Let's see if we can't get ourselves some gecko pelts. Oh, although the problem with that was that we... What was that? Yeah, we were killing geckos and we weren't getting pelts. And I haven't looked into why that is yet, but I suspect... Hang on. Pip-Boy status. Suspect it's something to do with not having talked to the right person. Because we were still trying to find that trapper. Yeah, let's go back and see if we can follow that up. Because we don't have anything to do in Vault City at the moment, but we need to build up cash. Yeah, we were chowing through the geckos, but it wasn't letting me take their pelts. And no, it's right. It's funny, isn't it? The geckos, the walking, like, bipedal monsters, were less difficult than the rats. But those rats and pig rats, they were hardcore. Let's head back to Klamath. I don't think there's a way... Oh, hang on. There might be a way to do this without going through the mountains. Yeah, sure. Just want to trade for supplies. What do you got? You got 5 caps, and that's it. Alright. Well, that's not much use. Yeah, it might just be scaling the content. Like, Modoc might be like a higher level town. The thing I'm really hoping, though, is that that being radiated is not going to end up killing me. Because there's every chance it will. I guess we'll find out. You encounter a merchant with some guards. Oh, I've got positive karma now. This is not meant to happen. I'm meant to be a bad person. Oh. Okay. I didn't get away fast enough. Scavenger. Yeah, it might be that I need a specific skill for it. I don't know. I got the feeling though. Actually, no, I can't substantiate it. Oh, there we go. We're dead.
You died. Your village is lost, doomed to die of starvation.
We are on 5 deaths, and I just heard something from the football team, the football crowd. Doomed, so doomed. All right, let's try this again. Let's have one of those omelets. That is a good omelette. Gets you your hit points back. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's head back to Klamath. Let's go the straight way this time. No, wrong geckos. You guys are early. At least with the increased AP, I can outrun them. It's a little bit frustrating early on in the game, but at the same time I like that stage where you feel like you've really got to scrabble to survive and to build up your strength. I do enjoy that stage. It's a lot of fun. Now the last time I hung around one of these fights, they turned on me. I can't remember who it was who suggested it last time, but I might take their advice and hang around at the edge of this fight and see how it goes. Just quietly wait. Oh, no, there's two people with guns. No, that's not going to work. If it was a little less one-sided, it might be interesting. Heading all the way back to Klamath. Hey, everyone. Some robbers. I encounter some robbers. Ow, 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 ow. Feels like that armor's doing work, though. That's nice. I didn't start anything. See ya. Oh, come on. Tell me this is two sides. Highwaymen and robbers. Tell me that they are not the same group. Just wanna go. Do 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 do. Man, these random encounters are tough. Another one. Serious?
Our life ends in the wasteland.
Alright, you know what? I'm getting the feeling the game doesn't want me going back there. I reckon we head to another town. Just gotta find that way in. Because there's nothing else we can do in Vault City. And we need... we need that good old... Radix. Alright, let's get our omelet and get out of here. Yeah. You're not wrong. Hey Slayer, how you doing? How's Tomb Raider treating you? I'm currently trying to build up some scratch so that I can go to a highly radiated town without dying. I gotta afford some Radix, but I don't have the scratch. So I'm looking for ways to... Nice! Awesome! What do we got? There's Reading there. Gecko we can't go to. New Reno and Broken Hills there. I reckon we take a hop and a skip. I reckon we head to Reading. Oh, fantastic. Are you playing at the same time? If you are, we can raid into there. Hey, Jeffro. The short answer is, I have played through Fallout 1. This is a blind playthrough for Fallout 2. So I'm finding my way in the world. I'm assuming that you are... Oh no, you're actually not hostile for once. So at the moment I'm just dealing with the game's... I'm dealing with the game's hostility while I'm trying to find an inn to afford some Radex. Trying to find a way to build up that money. So yeah, short answer is blind playthrough. Well, this could be an opportunity. As long as that gecko doesn't go for me. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, Sarah. It's a trapper. A trapper. Actually, Jeffro, you might be able to answer a question for me, because there's something I'm kind of stuck on at the moment, and I don't want to run around in circles trying to figure out what it is that I need to do. But in Klamath, there is a merchant who takes gecko pelts. Do you know what you need to do in Fallout 2 in order to be able to harvest gecko pelts from a gecko? Because it seems a little bit obtuse. Gotcha. Yeah, that was what I thought. Thank you. That was, or at least that was my best guess. Oh, sweet. Completely understood, Slayer. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Slayer Lover Gaming actually has a really cool Discord community that's filled with lovely people, which is something that he very kindly invited me to, and it's just filled with wonderful people. Inside best door. Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I thought I had the quest to rescue him, but obviously not. Thank you. I'll head back there at some point. Trap is still up? Yeah, trap is still up. Cool, thank you for that. No, it's all good. It's all good. No stress. I've just had no luck. I've had no luck getting back to Klamath at the moment. With the random encounters. They've been super tough. But that gives me hope. It gives me hope for the future. It definitely confirms what I thought was the case, but I didn't know about the woman in Beth's store. Like, I obviously hadn't talked to the right person. Because I get a feeling that that's the thing that I'm missing at the moment in terms of how to build up cash early in the game. Just going and harvesting those gecko pelts, because they're not too hard to kill. Moving it down the highway. Moving it down the highway. Hey gecko. There you go. How you doing? Hey? Thank you very much, Lopo Tulipo, for the host. Very much appreciated. It's always such an honor when people are willing to trust their audience with me. Very much appreciated. What? That's awesome. I did not know about that. That's very cool. Was it Diablo 2 that introduced, or Diablo 3, where you hit control and it's like, here's everything you can loot? Alright, let's move off those targeted shots, because they're not doing... Those criticals are not doing... See, look! This gecko is less dangerous than the rat in MODOK. Like, I'm not insane, right? I've taken multiple hits from this gecko, and it's taken like 1-2 points. That rat was gaming me. Like, that rat just... Legends will be told of that rat. Loots. Oh, okay, so you could do it in Diablo 2. I remember it coming in one of the Diablos, and I remember it being such a huge change. Hey, buddy. You got a gun. So, about that... Missed. Alright. Hopefully the gecko's done all the hard work here. Sorry, random person, but I need to earn my keep. Oh, wow. Payday. Alright. Now I know I said before that I wasn't gonna go back to Klamath, but I feel like the game's telling me to go back there now. I feel like it's pointing me in that direction. Folks, buckle up. Hang on, let's first of all do the whole left shift thing. Is it? Will it? I guess there's nothing on the ground. Is that in? That should be in preferences, actually. No. No. Not necessarily. Alright. I know I said we weren't going to go back to Klamath, but I feel like I'm being pointed back there now, because those pelts, we can turn those in for much cash. But yeah, it really has felt like it's felt like our own private. No, Klamath, button. It's felt like our own private. Leonardo DiCaprio playing Hugh Glass. Torture. I miss Vic. I miss the way that he would present other target opportunities. So good that way. Now, what would be hilarious is if I go all the way back to Klamath, turn in these pelts, and then get enough caps to get the Radix, and so then I have to go all the way back to Vault City. But I guess if that happens, we've got other things we can do there too. No, Sulik isn't, Sulik is still alive. Yeah, I'd be able to afford him. That's a good point, actually. I'm going for like a fairly amoral character, so once I free Sulik... Although I suppose keeping a companion around for a while would be a good thing, but I want to go do something reprehensible in the den. See if I can get some money off that. Yes, indeed! Thursday night. I think that's largely thanks to your kindness, Slayer, and and your community. Yeah, we hit 50. Which was awesome. I'm ignoring anything around like what happens with the stats for this stream, because I don't want to in my head go, it's going to be like this many. The reason why, incidentally, for those of you who are watching who may not be aware of sort of the internals of Twitch, you know, I guess now that it's half out, let's get it full out. I hit on Thursday night, and all of you who are watching are part of who I have to thank for this. I hit 50 followers. 50 followers is basically one of 2 remaining prerequisites for getting to what is referred to as affiliate status. And I'm very close to it at the moment, and it may happen after this stream tonight. All right, let's do it. Ah! You are awesome! That's very cool! Oh wow, I've left so much stuff here. Thank you! Alright, okay, first of all, let's go sell these pelts and see what happens. Thank you, Jeffrey! Yeah, I think a big boost came from joining Slayer's community. There's just such a lot of wonderful people there. Oh, that reminds me too. For those of you who haven't noticed, there's a couple of polls on the page for the channel. If you get a chance, I'd really love your feedback, both in terms of the kind of games that you'd love to see more of, and also just how you found the channel as well. So how is it that you crossed paths? I'd like to trade. Healing supplies. Alright. Special sources. You gotta give a good price. Alright. Yeah, horror does seem to be at the moment. Oh, right away. Do you have Red X? I'm guessing you don't. Son of a gun. You don't. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Well, forced impacts, I guess, is nothing to sneeze at. Like, that's going to really improve. That's going to really improve my survivability. Alright, so I'm not getting that... Oh, hang on, these are the golden ones, though. These are the good ones. Let's see what this does for me. Two stim packs. See, that's good, but it's nothing great. This isn't going to be the wealth generator that I was hoping for. I suppose... Although... Armor I can always trade for. Yes, I will hope that that is autocorrect. Not a huge fan of that word, Jeffro. Cool. As you were then. Excellent. So I guess if I go kill a bunch of geckos here, then I can trade for armor, and the armor is going to be how I carry that wealth back in order to get the Radex. Well, I've got that. Got that as well. So what's that? That's over 1,000. Oh, that actually might give me what I need. Even just that by itself. Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got to hit up a Resident Evil, like the remaster of 1's been recommended. Yeah, I've been talking about that a bit, especially after reading the manual. Like, it's a very thirsty game, and the devs, I think, were very, very thirsty when they were making it, and that comes through. It comes through a lot. And, you know, the game's nearly 20 years old, so you can't really judge it by today's standards. But in some cases it kind of, well, not kind of, it is to the game's detriment, but it's an artifact of its time. Like, it came up actually because in one instance, like I'm playing a female character, so in one instance I was able to offer my body, basically trading sex for favors at one point in the game. But you can't do that if you're a male character, like the options don't come up. Like, not with the same character, but somewhere in the story, like you can't really do it. So it's a bit skewed there. There's some assumptions going on there. Resident Evil 7. When, yeah, was that remastered, or is that a recent release, Slayer? Because if it's a relatively recent release, that might be remastered play as well. Gotcha. Yeah, the next on my list is Home Sweet Home. Came out last year. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that sounds good. Like, that I think is probably going to be, that I think will probably pop it up on the list quicker. And let's go do the thing, Jeffro, that you very kindly suggested. Let's go have a chat in the bar. And get the quest for Smitty, because I thought I had that, but I guess I don't. Let's just double check. Klamath. Yeah, I don't have it. First person perspective. Yeah, over the shoulder has been such a big part of the aesthetic of that series. They kind of pioneered it for everyone. See a sturdy old woman with a tired smile. Oh, there we go. Smiley, that's right. Smitty's the mechanic in the den. Smiley! No. Tell me about him. He's saying last quest to quest. Yes, indeed. Alright, there we go, good. Yeah, and I think when you have decisions like that, when you have basically those options being presented, the one gender and not the other, I think it presents a viewpoint. It presents a viewpoint that is a little unhealthy. You know, and I don't know if it's that we live in a time where incels are such a big part of, like, the discussion around gender politics, but it kind of reinforces that whole idea of, toxic caves, that's going to be fun. It kind of reinforces that whole idea of, like, women have control over sex and they're the ones basically who have power, which is, you know, it's false. Like, sex is something that is something that everyone enjoys, and the idea that, like, it's being lorded over by one group, not healthy. So yeah, we did not, suffice to say, did not go down the path of trading favors there. Alright, let's shoot some geckos in the head. Yeah, very true, Benitos. Yeah, it's good to look at things critically, and I think there's a danger in trying to look at them, trying to evaluate them too much through the lens of how we look at things now. I think it's a bit of a hard bar. Yeah, it's good to, yeah, I'm with you. It's good to acknowledge something's flaws while still liking it at the same time. Yeah, and I apologize, like, if any of that comes across as, like, me trying to play holier than thou. It's absolutely not the case. It's just kind of, yeah. It's always good to look at things through a lens of... Hang on, I'll start that sentence again. Yeah, it's always good to be critical about the things we enjoy, without being, for want of a better word, unfair. Do-do-do-do. And it's interesting because even BioWare's early games now, like you go back over them and you look at, say, for example, their relationship dynamics, and like they've improved on them over time. Because early on, like in BioWare games, you would build relationship status by giving people trinkets. Like that was literally what you did. You bought stuff for people, and you bought the right stuff until they liked you enough to have sex. But they've gotten better at it. Hot damn! 29 hit points of damage. This is always the weird thing about having deep and meaningful conversations in the middle of this. But I guess that cognitive dissonance is part of the fun of why we're here. And I really appreciate all of you being willing to have these conversations too, or talk about this stuff. You know, while we're here to have fun playing a game at the same time. I appreciate that. So hopefully, on the way out of here, I'm going to be able to skin all of these things, and Smiley is going to give me the magic trick. Ooh, get a level. I'm still radiated, but I got a level. Yay! I reckon we boost small guns a little bit more. I can always do with more of that.
Something moved, but I don't know what.
So yeah, thank you for the recommendation on RE7 as well, Slayer. I think I will pop that on the list, and I'll probably put that in after Home Sweet Home. Actually, lockpick I'm pretty happy with. Let's round it out at 70. And then, I reckon, it's a steal. No, well, that's true as far as it goes, Jeffro, but the idea that women don't have a sex drive is, like, I think it's an unhealthy myth. I think that's a cultural narrative that gets a lot of play. That doesn't help anyone. An NES horror game. What, Home Sweet Home? Or are you referring to something else there, Slayer? I want another one of those critical hits. Just want to knock this thing over on its butt. No, Home Sweet Home was released last year. And is a game that is based on Thai mythology. That's about as much as I know about it. I've watched like a little bit of footage, and it looks really good. It looks super fucking creepy, but it looks, you know, that's what you want out of a horror game. I don't know much apart from the fact that you're in a house. Excuse me. See, even these geckos are less harmful, are less dangerous than that rat. That rat was hardcore. I went and checked out the town of Modoc, and then I went to go and clear out this garden for a guy in the town. And I just got torn through. Same armor, same weapons as I've got now, but this rat just tore through me. I had to use a stim pack and a healing pack. Nothing since has caused that much damage. That left shift magic, by the way, Jeffro, that is so good. That is going to keep me... It's going to save a lot of time for me. I remember this vaguely. Is it worth going over radiated goop to go through the doors? The answer is no. Yes! 29 hit points of damage. Thank you for coming, sir. Please take a seat. We will be with you shortly. I'm gonna back up this way. Bap it up. No, don't go into the ooze. Oh, it's unconscious. What can I do with that? I can tickle it. Tickly, 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 tickly. I would like to kill you while you're unconscious, if that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like in terms of homes, oh, what was the NES horror game? I know there was Slaughterhouse, wasn't it? The one where you have the hockey mask on or something like that. The haunted mask that you put on your head and become some horrible thing. You look like kind of like Jason from Friday the 13th crossed with like a football player. Like you've got like serious bulk going on. I wonder if that's what you're thinking of there. Sweet Home. I've never heard of that. It makes Home Sweet Home sound like it's almost a sequel. Good old Sweet Home. Do. So folks, the question for this week, because it is a Friday night stream, the question as per every Friday is, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? Unconscious again. Slaughterhouse. Oh, that's right. Man, the turbo graphics. That's a deep pull. Deep cut even. If I can get my terminology right. Yeah, absolutely. Because even in Klamath, like the amount of stuff that just showed up that I think I've left from fights. I'm going to go back and grab that stuff. I will use it well, sir. Or madam, as the case may be. Smiley? Where you at, Smiley? yeah, in that age of inspiration. Folks, I am very worried about the fact that I am irradiated. I think at some point in time I'm just going to kill over and die from radiation sickness. But there is nothing that I can do about it. Excuse me. Mustn't be breathing properly. Keep belching. What do we got here? We've got a dead body. Dead body. Da 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 da. It's the remains of a dog. I think it's a bridge too far, folks. Oh, actually, I know what I should be doing. I should be sneaking. There's no need to kill everything in here. Simply because bullets are scarce. Wow, this is a big place. This is a very big place. Alright, let's see if we can go this way. No. The first answer is no. Yeah, I really wish I had a PC that could have run it at the time. That was revolutionary, that game. The first one especially. Hot damn! Another critical hit. Yeah, thank you so much for pointing me back in the direction of that quest giver too, because that was the thing. Like I couldn't find, I had no idea where Smiley was, and I just didn't talk to the right person. But this content, it's funny how in role-playing games you can always kind of feel when you're on the right path, the path the game really wants you to be on. Things are just a little bit easier. I'm going to be going on about that rat for like months. That goddamn rat. It's like the, for those of you who might have played MUDs, they were kind of, so when, and I know early massively multiplayer games, like did this as well. Like you start out and you're like, kill a worm, kill 2 worms, kill a dire worm. You're like, worms? Really, guys? Am I fighting worms? Trying to actually, Slayer, you might be able to clarify this. Alone in the Dark, the premise was kind of Lovecraftian, wasn't it? That there was some sort of ritual going on in the house that your family had started, like summoning an eldritch horror? Or am I misremembering?
Another gecko dead.
Oh, that doesn't look like the way forward. Oh, hang on. What are we doing here? Oh, I don't want to cross the goop. Yeah. It's very true. Fallout 2 has got very little interest in holding your hand. Which is a definite adjustment. I remember even back in the day, like, finding it hard. Hello. I'm gonna have to cross the goop. Oh, I got rubber shoes. Can I got like feet, rubber boots. Can I put those on? No, apparently I can't. Oh, wait, I can. Let's have rubber boots and a gun. Wonder if that'll work. Hope springs eternal. Yeah, so what was different in the second game? Or what was it about the second game that particularly drew you in? Let's save Smiley. Smiley. I think this is gonna hurt. Apparently it's not gonna hurt. Yeah, I've never played Bloodborne, but I've heard good things about the lore in the game. Unconscious again. Hot damn. Those points into small weapons did not go astray. And yeah, I've thought about playing Bloodborne a few times. I don't know if I'd necessarily stream it. I've thought about playing it, but the thing that kills me with that game is reading reviews where people say, "Yeah, Bloodborne's like Dark Souls, except it's not as fair. It cheats." Yeah, it definitely seems to have the strongest story in terms of its lore, and it sounds interesting. Have you played through it yourself? It's gonna save again. Not to save scum, but just so that it reduces the amount of time that I lose if I die. Oh, interesting. I wonder if there's... Hey, Lopo. Back in the late 90s, haven't touched in like 20 years. Are we talking about Alone in the Dark there again? I may have missed a beat in the conversation. Hi, Smiley. See a filthy trapper. You filthy, filthy trapper. What are you doing here? Looks like you were right. Wonder why they didn't finish you off. Interesting. All right. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I'm with you now. Yeah, I haven't touched that in a while either. It's interesting that the series hasn't been. It's interesting that that series hasn't been rebooted or touched again. I wonder if in some ways it might be tarnished by the film. God bless Christian Slater in an effort to give him work. It looked like the most ooey bowl of all of the ooey bowl films. Ooey? Yui? UI? Yeah, sure, okay. We'll come on back, but first I'd like to have a look at the vault, thanks. You see computer. Computer. Can I science it? Fail to learn anything. That would be a no. Can I repair it? No. Yui! Yeah, that's probably the correct way to pronounce his name. Yui Ball. Although, I mean, we did get House of the Dead. Looks like you need to get the generator working first. Great. Okay, where's the generator? Is it there? Oh, okay. It looks like a generator. Where is the generator? It's right there. Can we do it? Can we fix it? My repair is not great. We failed to repair the generator. Undeterred, I'll do it again. Alright. Let's try it a few more times. I'm guessing this is going to be one of those things that we're just never going to be able to do because 22 in repair. Repair is not our strong suit. I mean, House of the Dead was an amazingly bad film. Any film where you can almost literally see glowing eggshell. I kind of want to go around there and poke around, but I kind of don't want to at the same time. It was a prediction. Green goo. So now you're going to be fighting a cult, I guess, Benitos. That's what's next for you. Trying to figure out what the rules are and like when that damages me. I'm glad it's not damaging me at the moment. I don't know if that's because I'm already radiated. Like my superpower, my incredible superpower is the fact that I'm already... Ah, you mongrel, you're not going to teach me until we get back to town. Just one question. Yeah, not just that, but I need to get the elevator working. Bummer. It's one of the things I do like about Fallout games, the fact that you always get the sense that if you'd gone with a different character build, there would be a different... Okay, that's what's going to hurt. I didn't mean to stop on that, but there you go. Don't stand still. Oh, my boots melted. Hey, remember when I said I didn't think I needed 2 pairs of rubber boots? I might have been wrong. I'm going to do that now. Ooh. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Hotkeys. So hot. They're so hot. Oh, those number keys for for using skill decks skills. That's going to save a lot of time. Thank you for that. Yay! Smiley's not going to teach me how to get pelts until I get back to town.
Damn you, Smiley! Damn you!
Yep, no props. Are you... If you're streaming on the hour, Lopo, I might send folks raiding your way when we're done here. Yeah, thank you so much. You have a great stream too. Sweet. Yeah, one thing I've started doing at the end of streams, and I've done it, I've started a bit tentatively, and that's largely because of that's just my inexperience with Twitch. But I started trying to be more active in just raiding at the end of streams, just to send folks on somewhere rather than just turning the channel off. But the cool thing about it is that it's completely voluntary, so you've got the option of just coming along or not. And I imagine most of you have had far more experience with it than me. But yeah, I just like the idea of being able to give you all an option for somewhere to go. That is exactly that, an option. Oh, these geckos are tough. No, sir. Critical hits are supposed to how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to get critically hit and fall over. It's happened like umpteen times so far. Go Smiley. Hey Beach, you have popped on board. You have popped on board just in time for the end of the stream. Sorry, but we will be raiding. Great to see you again, though. How's your week been? Is the Destiny 2 commercial good? I heard something interesting about Destiny 2 recently too. Apparently they've replaced Nathan Fillion as Cade for some reason in the latest content. Which is weird. Oh, thank you. Ah, yes. Commerce. It calls us all. The filthy act of capitalism we must all engage in. It's going to creep up on this gecko. Let's get a bit closer. Today's been a bit of a trial, but I've really enjoyed hanging out with people here. Everyone's been wonderful, so it's been a nice end to the day. Yeah, that would be a trip. So hang on, why are you getting, is it regional? So I'm trying to remember, you're based in Europe, aren't you? So is it coming at you in German because of your... No, that doesn't make sense, does it? It wouldn't be... Yeah, why are you getting it in German? What have you done? What have you done to your computer settings? There we go. So it's looking like we should be able to take Smiley back to Klamath, and that might be a good point to end the stream. What are you experience points for? Ah, for being victorious. Let's use the ladder. Oh, okay. That's interesting, though. It's interesting that it's not because you being in a given country, like Germany, I would imagine would have, like, I know it's not English as first language, but there would have to be a lot of English speakers there. Kapow! Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it makes sense then. I suppose it makes sense then that it would, if you're in Germany, you would get ads in German. Lots of ads from other countries. What'd you say? Alright. No, that's cool. Alright, let's go back to Klamath. Let's go back to Klamath. So I guess we get the experience from that. We might get some bennies from his wife. Get some neat stuff. Let's see how it goes. I like the cicadas. It's a nice sound design touch there. You're living in Holland. So in the in the EU, but you're not in Germany, but you're getting a German ad served. That's weird. That is weird. Alright. What you got? Well, money is always... Alright. Part of me wants to take Sulik's debt off, but I'm trying to be a bad person. But, so I don't want the karma. Yeah, money. Money. There we go. Thanks. See ya. Because of your cookies. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, folks. Let us save the game. So, that's where we'll finish things up tonight. Thank you so much for your company. It has been an absolute blast. It is no word of a lie. It has been the absolute highlight of my day, hanging out with you all here, and I really appreciate you spending time with me on a Friday night or on a Friday morning, depending on your time zone. I really appreciate that. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to just go check what's happening with Lopo. And completely optionally for you lovely folks, I'm going to set up a raid as soon as I can get my cursor back. One thing Fallout 2 does love to do is it does love to eat my cursor. Okay, what I might do even to make this easier is just going to save just to make sure, because I don't want to lose that. And I'm just going to exit the game. Alright, and there we go. He is hosting me at the moment. Hopefully he's going to pop on in a sec. Yeah, what happens if I raid a channel that's hosting me? You'll just end up getting redirected eternally. Alright, come on. Just went live. Fantastic. That is perfect timing. Now if I can get Chrome to... Oh, an app somewhere. Just bear with me for a quick sec. I'm just got to bring up Task Manager. An app somewhere on the computer is not happy and is hanging things up a little bit. Are we back? We're back. Okay. We're back. Alright. So, folks, I will set up a raid for Lopo Tulipo in just a sec. Just a sec. My voice is breaking there. And when we pop over there, if you lovely people can say, beware the rat. That would be awesome. And very quickly, to answer my own question for this week, the highlight of my week is I had a really good Monday and Tuesday this week, where I just managed to sort of just move through the day without being super stressed about how much I was getting done, which normally, like at the back of my head, I don't know if it's freelancing or being a creative. I don't know where it comes from, but sometimes there's this, well, most of the time, there's this real fear of not getting enough done, and it's this constant like drums like in the background. But Monday and Tuesday this week, I was just able to move through the day and just with this real sense of joy, just not worry about how much needed to get done, but just do the things that felt essential. And it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful just to be able to focus on that. All right. So that's what made my week. Let's raid Lolo Tupo. All right. So the raid will be up in a sec. No, it won't. It will be up when I spell correctly. Have a wonderful weekend, folks. All right, raid is going up. Have a wonderful weekend. And again, thank you so much for your company. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an honor having you all here. Fantastic, Baked Alien. I'm glad to it's cool to hear that I'm not the only person who gets that. Alrighty-o.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and for live content, come join me on Twitch.